Hi friends, this is Steph, streaming live also under the name of Sadashiva, which is the spiritual name that has been given to me by my guru. And just this morning we had a satsang. A satsang is a gathering of people that are spiritual minded and to discuss a certain variety of topics, normally guided by a spiritual leader, a guru. And I wanted to take the opportunity to just come online after the satsang and to actually explain to you what a guru is. First of all, in terms of how we organize this morning, it will just be a 15-minute or 20-minute maximum live stream. And I want to begin the live stream by explaining to you a specific topic. In this case, it will be what's a guru. And then we will complete or finish the live stream with a practical session in mindfulness meditation. And I've started to do this last week on Saturdays, on the weekends, and probably will continue to do this every weekend, this time on Sundays. I'm not sure yet which day I will keep, but anyway, it will happen on a regular basis. So, what's a guru? And why having a guru? So I have a guru, and her name is Guru Mata Amma. It's a lady located in the south of India. By the way, I can show you Amma shortly. Here you see a picture of her on the table, the ortal that I lighten up every day for meditation. And we had a lovely satsang this morning with Amma guiding us through a meditation and explaining to us a certain topic of importance. And among others, she was explaining the significance of the guru. So, first of all, what I'd like you to explain is where the terminology guru actually comes from. Guru is a Sanskrit word, Sanskrit being an old ancient language in India, considered by a lot of people the most advanced language when it comes to conveying concepts that are more difficult to explain, because it gives leeway to interpretation. So it's a very delicate, a very well constructed language that is very well adapted to explain spiritual concepts. But I don't speak Sanskrit, but the name guru, the word guru, actually is a composition of two roots, Sanskrit root terms, gu and ru. Gu literally means darkness, and ru is the root word for removing, taking away. So put together, guru actually means the remover of darkness. You have gu, darkness, removing, the remover of darkness. So this is the significance, or the explanation, let's say, of the terminology of guru. So right after this, the question rises, well, what does a guru actually take away? What darkness are we talking about? And in order for that to understand is, first of all, the very important concept that in terms of a spiritual path where people strive to come closer to the light, or others name it by the term of self-realization. In order to self-realize, the path is to realize who we truly are, and to become who we really are. And it's not by chance that one of my Facebook pages is "Become Who You Really Are," because we actually are already. The thing is, we don't know it, or we have forgotten about it through time and through various stages of life, reincarnation. We have forgotten where we actually come from, our origins, our divine origin, our divine essence has been veiled, has been covered with layers that need to be removed to understand, for us to understand again where we actually come from and who we really are. And that process of removing the veils, the layers, is what a guru does. He helps without telling you precisely what you should be doing. He helps you understand certain aspects so that little by little you yourself will be able to remove one wheel after the other. So that's really what a guru does, removing darkness. And darkness meaning the layers, hiding your true essence of what you truly are, what you are deep down inside. And without going too much into detail what we are, because that's a path that everybody has to walk for himself, for herself, let me very shortly explain the relationship between the spiritual work that will help us remove layers to understand who we truly are. Let me quickly explain the terminology, the concept of karma. Karma really is something we have accumulated throughout various episodes of life. And when we engage in life, obviously we engage in life with a variety of things we do, actions we take, and they start with thoughts. Anything that becomes materialized in the material world starts with a thought. You think about something, you have a reaction to that something internally, and then maybe or maybe not, you will react according to that thought in the outer world. So there is a process going on between your mind, the thoughts, and then the word, the spoken word, and then the action that you take. These are the three big steps, so to speak. And during that process, a lot of things can happen. A lot of good things can happen when you do things right, the way they should be done. But at the same time, a lot of things can go wrong. Things that could be done differently. And it's always in our lives important to ask ourselves the question, is it the right thing to do what I'm planning to do? Is it the right thing to say what I'm planning to say? So again, there's a variety, and it's very difficult. I mean, we all acknowledge that as human beings, how difficult it is to always do the right thing. But each time we are not doing the optimum thing, we add a karmic seed to our being, to ourself, to what we represent on an etherical level, on a karmic level. We add something that needs to be corrected. And those karmic seeds accumulate. Some of them disappear because we do things right, but we also do things wrong. So we accumulate things that go wrong, and we solve things that we have understood and done right, depending on the situation that is presented to us. But all this baggage from other lives is coming back into this specific life, into my life, with the challenge to face it and to solve it, to improve it, to do the right thing in each and every time throughout the situations that are happening in my life. So the challenge really is, as a spiritually a spiritual being, or somebody like me being interested in the spiritual side of things and working consciously on improving myself, is to recognize that everything that happens in my life is there for a reason. There is no chance in the sense of that, oh, divinity has decided this is for you and this is not for you, and this is for you and this is for him and this is for her and this is not for him and this is not for her. No. What happens in your life is what you yourself brought upon yourself. So the interpretation, or when we say, oh, bad luck, he's got so much luck, or she's got no luck at all, she's really unlucky, or whatever, is not really rooted in luck, that there's some kind of a lottery where you be dealt with advantages, disadvantages, things that happen that you like and that you don't like. It's coming from your past. And more than that, my life today, me, Steph, talking to you, or Sadashiva talking to you, I have, and that's coming from the Buddhist lineage of thought, of some Buddhist lineage of thought, have chosen before coming back in this life what I would like to work on in this life. So again, whenever I encounter something throughout my day, I have to remind myself, and I do remind myself about this, that what happens to me is something I have chosen to face. And if it's something nice, something I like, it's part of that too. I mean, that's part of what I have maybe resolved already. But things that are not so nice should not be avoided in the sense of, hey, they're not nice, I don't like them, I go out of their way. Because when that happens, what you do is you avoid a karmic seed that you had chosen for yourself for this life. It doesn't mean that you have to face everything. Ideally, yes, you should, but are we capable of doing it? Probably yes, but are we all doing it? Probably not. And that's where the freedom comes in. We have a freedom of choice. We can refuse to accept certain things that we don't like and just brush them away. But guess what? They will come back to haunt you in a different form, either in this life or in the next life. You have that freedom to avoid it, but it will be coming back. You do not have the liberty to just erase it by saying no to it. That's not how it works. So, as this is a quite difficult way of doing things, there are easier way of doing things. Coming back, reincarnating from life to life to life, numerous lives, to get this under control, so to speak, is, just let me 1 second make sure that I see some of my screens here disappearing. Anyway, they've gone black. Okay, let's hope that everything is fine on your end, that you can still see me. Looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it. I just don't know why my screens have disappeared. Okay, I know, no way. Just give me a second. So, you have this freedom to say no to a situation, but it will come back in a different form, a similar form, or completely coming back in a completely different context for down the road in a different life. And there are ways to fast track your evolution in terms of realizing who you really are, self-realization. And one, if not the only, I'm not quite sure myself about this yet, but one certainly, the most important ones, one of the most important ones, is to find somebody that can help you on that path, a spiritual guide, who is at a certain level already, who has most likely self-realized already, and who knows how to take care of things, how to view things, and how to accept them, and how to let them into your life. And that person is called a guru, the remover of darkness. Because we with our bodies think that this is what we are, and quite frankly, between you and me, if you've read a little bit about it, thought about it, if you're a spiritual person maybe as well, you know that we are not this body. You know that we are not even this mind. We are something higher. We just have chosen to have a body. We are a spirit in body, so to speak, because the body gives us the possibility to solve karmic seeds that we have created in our past lives. And the fast track way to get rid of karmic seeds, to burn them, as we say in Sanskrit, in the Hindu philosophy, is through meditation. Is by, first of all, the first step is to realize who we are, or who we think we are, in regards to, for example, our body and our mind. Through meditation, we understand how the, as my guru says, Ama, the cunning mind, works, because the mind is incapable to comprehend things beyond thoughts, beyond what he's made for. And the mind has very specific, very positive aspects as well. But in terms of evolution, he's very cunning and makes you believe things that are not necessarily true. So mindfulness meditation, the little practice that we will do here today for just 5 minutes, is one of the first and most important steps towards meditation, because mindfulness meditation is nothing else than to practice being in the present moment, in the here and now. And by doing so, you very quickly actually understand and realize that there is no other moment possible than the here and now. Your logic mind may comprehend very easily when I say the past has gone and will not come back again. What I just said will be the past in a few seconds, continuously. It's a flow. You cannot change the past. The future, on the other hand, hasn't come yet. You cannot preempt, and you will never be able to preempt and decide or to view or to have an impact on what will come, the future. The only possible moment that you have and that I have to take action is the present moment, the here and now. And by realizing that, you also very quickly realize with the practice, mindfulness practice, how important it is to practice really to be in the here and now, because we are generally speaking either in the past or trying to project the future. So we're actually very rarely in the here and now. And by doing so, by closing our eyes and concentrating on the present moment, what suddenly arrives is a perception, a much clearer perception of what's going on in our mind. The thoughts entering the horizon of our mind. You can envision that as a blue sky. From time to time there's a white cloud coming in, a thought coming in, and you can observe it in the blue sky of your mind, and it goes away. So the real practice is to not try to stop your thoughts, because it's futile. You'll never be able to stop thoughts. Your mind is always turning, because mind tries to find a reason for his being. He pretends to exist, and he pretends to have a reality that he imposes upon you, and that's actually what creates an egocentric view. The ego. That's where this comes from. And the ego has to be transcended for us to be able to unveil, to remove veils of darkness, to realize who we truly are. So, arriving at this point, I suggest we do a mindfulness meditation just for 5 minutes. And we will begin it with a breathing exercise. Pranayama is called pranayama. Prana again, this is a Sanskrit terminology for breathing exercise. Prana being the life force, represented in the form of breath that we inhale, exhale. This is the prana we inhale, and actually it's the life force energy contained in air that makes us live, and not air itself, on a philosophical, spiritual level. So we begin with a normal breathing exercise, and we do it at a rhythm of 4-4-4. Let me explain to you what it means. We will inhale 4 counts, we will retain our breath for 4 counts, and then we exhale again on a count of 4. I'll quickly switch camera so that you can actually see what happens with my, sorry, that was not the right camera. Oh, that's not the right camera too. This is the right camera. Good. So that you better see what I'm doing with my hands here. You take your right hand, the left hand, you can put it in Chin Mudra and let it rest on your knee. And you have your middle finger, index, and the ring finger, and the middle finger coming to the base of your thumb, and the other 2 and the thumb are used to pinch your nose, like this. So we start with an exhale on 4 counts, and for this we block the right nostril. So we exhale first with the left nostril with a count of 4. Then, arriving at the end, we inhale again on a count of 4, and when we have inhaled, we close our both nostrils and retain for 4 counts, and then we open on the other side and exhale on 4 counts, inhale on 4 counts, retain 4 counts, open to exhale 4 counts, and then the cycle begins again. And we just do, I'd suggest 8 rounds, which means 8 times in exhale. When you come at the same spot, like exhaling for 4 in the beginning, you know that you have done for one count. Once this is done, I will just lower my hand and I will indicate let's meditate, just meaning we close our eyes and we focus on the present moment. And what we do to focus on the present moment is to continue our focus on the breath, because very easily the breath is always with us. So it's a very easy tool to use to concentrate and to bring your mind in the present moment. And then when thoughts arise in your horizon, in your blue sky, in the blue sky on your mind, let them just pass. Don't try to inhibit them, or don't be angry with yourself if it happens, because it happens for everyone. Just let it pass and then bring your concentration back to your breath. That's what we do for the next 5 minutes. So let's start by exhaling 4 counts on the left nostril. You block your right nostril, and on a count, we exhale. Inhale 4 left, retain 4, 3, 4. Exhale right. Inhale right 4, retain 4. Exhale left. Inhale left, retain 4. Exhale right. Inhale right 4. And retain. Now continue by yourself. You can watch what I'm doing with my hand. When you've arrived at the end, you lower your both hands. Remain with your eyes closed. You can put both hands with your index and thumb in chin mudra and resting them on your knees. And you can do this seated, cross-legged, or on a chair, or wherever you are. The only thing I'd like you to be careful or mindful of is to keep your spine erect. Now let's just meditate, do a mindfulness practice for a few minutes. Adopt a normal breathing pattern, like the way you would breathe normally, and focus on the inhale and the exhale. When thoughts arise on the blue horizon of the sky of your mind, just let them pass like white clouds in the sky, and bring back your attention to your breath. one of the reasons for which we concentrate on our breathing is very simply to allow our mind, our restless mind, to have something to concentrate on, something to do, which obviously will inhibit the mind throwing one thought after the other in our blue horizon. So we're going to stop it here. Thank you very much for sharing this moment with me, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to be alerted by future masterclasses and live streams that I regularly organize now, and also subscribe to the Facebook group. So if you subscribe to the website that you see here on the screen, which is sadashiva.tv, you will receive an email with all the links that you would need, and please feel free to ask your questions in the Facebook group. I will be more than happy to answer them, and some of them, if they are more complex, I can also post them or bring them to my guru and ask her about it and provide you with her answer. By the way, here you see her here on this in this image here. So again, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I see you soon. Bye bye.